to draw a model of the square root of 12, I got to think, what does that look like? Well, I know that 2 squared is what? Huh? What's 2 times 2? Anyone? 4. Thank you. What is 3 times 2? Or 3 squared? Or 3 times 3? 9. And what is 4 squared? 16. Where does 12 fall? 12 is a number between 9 and 16. So if I plug this in the calculator, it's going to be between 3 and 4. It's going to fall in the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to be 3 point something. It's going to be a decimal. But I'm asked to draw a model of this. So I know that my model will start with 1, 2, 3 rows by 3 columns. Now, how many tiles is that? 9. Okay. That doesn't really help me a whole lot. Because I got to pull squares out. If I pull this out, what I'm left with is I'm just going to have 3 things left like that. So I got to pull squares out. That's too big. What if I did this, though? Could I draw this? Could I go 1, 2, 3, like this? Now, how many squares do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And this would be 2 times 2. This would be 2 times 2, and this would be 2 times 2. Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to do mathematically is I'm going to look at these numbers and kind of guess to see what the answer might be, but I'm really looking for something that I could pull out. In other words, I can rewrite this as the square root of 12 is equal to the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. That's one of the properties that we could use. What's the square root of 4? 2, right? Does that make sense? So if I were to plug this into a calculator, I want to verify that these mean the same thing. So what I'm doing is I'm basically simplifying an equation I'm really simplifying a radical. I'm rewriting it using square roots. So if I take the square root, and this is a fancy TI calculator, and I put the square root of 12, let me zoom in on that so you can see it, and then I hit enter, I get this decimal, 3.46. Well, that's where it should be, right? I said it would be between 3 and 4. But now I've simplified the radical, and what I need to do is verify that the square root 2 times the square root of 3 will work. So I'm just going to say 2 square root of 3. Now when I hit enter, what do you expect to pop up for the answer? Should be the same, right? If I did my math right. Does that make sense? Yes.